outside of work, what excites the both of you? Like, do you all have a common hobby or passion, or it? Okay, yeah.
Uh,
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, for me, what excites me is I'm a collector. I collect from antiques to
Right.
begin with, and I've been doing so since college days. So that is my passion, and it still excites me a lot. I have vintage cars, I have vintage bikes, and some of the interesting collections that I have a fountain pen collection, which goes to around 250 fountain pens. They're all vintage.
Oh wow.
Like even now, currently, I only use a fountain pen. I don't. I mean, of course, I have ballpoint here or there or
Uh,
pencil, but I use a normal pencil or a fountain pen. So my passion really outside of work, a lot of it gets consumed in and antiques and curios. So now this antiques is a very broad-based terminology.
right.
It can be cars or bikes or fountain pens or stamps and coins to hang it, and stuff like police whistles. So
Police
I've got yeah
whistles.
the weird stuff. Yeah, matchboxes, police whistles, coasters, stirrers. So I have a collection for almost all of these kind of things. So that really excites me a lot till date.
Oh wow, that is something I've never like
Yeah,
someone.
ink pots. Yeah, I mean, good old days. You didn't have these glass ink pots. There would
Yeah.
be metal,
Uh,
ceramic, cut glass, French this, French that. So I have a collection of that also. Lighters, cigarette lighters. So this is very exciting for me, and I actually merge it or use my site visits to collaborate and go and look for one antique dealer. If I'm supposing I'm traveling to Bhopal, so I would have an antique dealer there. तो मैं उसको पहले ही फोन कर देता हूँ, आई एम कमिंग, कुछ है तो बताइए.
oh wow.
And like Dehradun I have, Chennai, Pondicherry. So I have one guy all over the place. So that makes my site visits also very interesting, and the collection keeps growing.
Wow, that is phenomenal. So you have that in display at work, or is that at home?
No,
Like,
here also a bit of
uh,
it is here. If you see some antiques and furnitures, I
right.
mean, for example, that cabinet
Huh.
that is from Dehradun. And these are all period stuff. Huh? None of them has been reconstructed or reproduced.
So
Everything is period.
every room, every space you walk into the studio, you will find one curio there, one curio cabinet there. So
Yeah,
the
so
whole
that's all a
space is
part of
like
the collection, professionally speaking and personally. My personal collection is at home. I have a basement which is like my collector's den, which
Right.
is around 3,000 square feet. Yeah, so that's when the cars are in the workshop.
What's the oldest car that you have?
I have a 1919 Ford Model T, which is made in Canada. That's my
Oh,
oldest car.
yeah. And you still drive it?
No, no, no. So I have around 7 cars, and out of them, 2 are restored. So the other 5 still need restoration. So I've started restoration now of late, like 1 year ago,
Okay.
of the other cars.
All right. I'll talk to you on that a little
Yeah, yeah,
offline.
exciting.
I need help for the vintage car that we have at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about
So
you, Amit?
uh, so a little bit of his collector thing rubbed off me, but
Right.
I'm good at losing things. So I keep picking up stuff, but I think, uh, but I do love to travel, and I do love to. I'm a bit of a history buff. Uh, I love exploring different uh, I mean, historical sites, cultures, people, their habits, history of every place that I visit, why, what happened, and
Any
I read
particular
a lot.
place um, that has like a calling to you? Uh, or somewhere you like to visit again? Or, there's some places that always have a special place,
yeah.
right? For me, like mountains are my calling.
So for me, it's always, I mean, okay, the place has to be pleasant and nice, but when I go to the mountains, it's nice to look at. I love to walk in the hills. I love to walk in the forest. I love to do things. Uh, in my younger days, I was into mountaineering. Uh, so yes, connected with nature, but the connection with culture and all is a little uh, less there.
Yeah.
Of course, there it's a lot. I mean, I'm not saying anything. I think we just came from a road trip to Spiti, and it was a trip of a lifetime. So like, so okay, we did a Spiti this year, but we have driven all over, I mean, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh. We have done, I mean, Ladakh and all, of course, the usual culprits. So we have like really been doing a lot of road trips, long ones. And as I said, exploration of local places, I mean, I remember once we were driving through, so there's a plan is like we're starting from point A and reached point B, right? And in the middle, I see a signboard which said Modera.
Right.
Oh, there's a Modera Sun Temple. I didn't know, it was not on the plan. It was not in our plan. We went to Modera Sun Temple. We started driving from there. Then I saw a signboard say Sitpur. So Rahul had gone to Sitpur for his one of his college trips. So I said, oh yeah, Sitpur has a Ghodawad. And so we went to Sitpur. Then there was some other thing, and then there's a Google. Yeah, this name is sounding familiar. What's here? Oh, there's an old palace here. They have a train collection there. Just went there, saw that. And then there was a signboard called Lothal. Oh, I remember Lothal reading in school. It was a port for industrialization. Went to Lothal. So
just going with the flow.
And there's so much that this country has to offer. I mean, the Havelis of Shekhawati, I don't know, it's very drivable from Delhi. And I mean, what a heritage we have. And unfortunately, it's crumbling in front of our eyes. So, I mean, one Haveli we saw 1 year, next time we went there, it was like half gone. So that heritage that we are losing in front of our eyes right now, I mean, like, those are things which really, really, I mean, I can spend months in Hampi. There's so much to see, explore, understand, study.
I went to Hampi for the first time last year in September, and I was just blown away.
And did you, by any chance, end up going to that megalithic site?
No, one year.
It's not even on the radar. There's a megalithic site near Hampi. It's so unique.
Yeah.
And the stories around it, the anthropological studies of it, the archaeological studies, the anthropological studies, the whole thing. It is, I think, nobody even know. I mean, hardly anybody. I mean, when we went there, we were the only ones there.
That's sad. Huh? That's
kind of heritage we have, the kind of history we have, and then it's coupled with all the Hampi temple sites
Right.
have well built public utilities.
Yeah.
None of them had water or electricity. They are made, money has been spent, but they are lying locked and disused.
Yeah. I see what you say. India has a lot to offer in terms of heritage.
But like I
and
said,
tourism.
right from Shekhawati to, I mean, one of the trips we went to, I mean, Shillong, Meghalaya, and those route bridges and all. I mean, it's like, I mean, any nook and corner you go into the city, and I'm not talking the major culprits like, Kolkata or Bombay or Delhi, Ahmedabad, Udaipur. These are the popular ones, of course. I mean, some of the most amazing museum experiences I've had in Kolkata.
Which one's your favorite there? I know I'm brought up in Calcutta. A lot of my school trips were to these museums.
I mean, so what they've done in currency building right now, I mean, we really love that experience.
Really? I've not been to that one.
Please do.
I will. So just elaborate a little bit more, please.
No, they had a great exhibition going on there, and the way the building has been restored, the way the whole exhibition had been set up, and all that jazz. This was a very, very, I would say, one of the best museum experiences I would encounter anywhere in the world, and I've seen the best of museums across the globe. So typically, the whole thing of Indian museums not being pleasant experiences. As I said, in many places we are faltering a lot. As just mentioned, our facilities, and despite facilities having been constructed, are lying locked, like in Hampi. But at the same time, we have got some good experiences also happening. I mean, state-of-the-art lighting, dehumidifiers, everything. So they had a exhibition on the Bengal School of Paintings and all that. It was amazingly done, yeah.